What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Over Your Head podcast. Thanks again, everybody, for showing up to our last episode. Really means a lot to us. And yeah, we're just consistently going to keep cranking these out. We're having a lot of fun doing them. And yeah,
We appreciate all the love and all that.
you want to talk about that
So I
intro?
I have an experience that I need to explain today on today's episode because there's certain things that I have on my bucket list or just things that I've always wanted to do that I've never got to do it. And one of those things happened to be to go to a nude beach. So last weekend I planned this out. I went to Walmart, got my towel, got my sunscreen, brought my body, and then I
Your little
drove all the
floaties,
way
you got
to
it all.
Hollover. Huh?
You got your little floaties. You got
I got
everything
my
ready.
floaty, I got my long towel, and I went to Hollover Beach. Parked in the parking lot.
Hold up, did you went to the nude beach of Hollover?
Yeah,
You saw hella dick, right?
we'll get there. We'll get there.
There's
buddy.
no titties at that.
So yeah. So then I park in the parking lot, and then I have my duffel bag. I walk out to the straight path.
Cool.
As soon as I touch the sand, I'm like, "Where's the naked people at?" So I look to my right. I see a little couple people. I look to my left. I see a crowd, but I can't see whether they're clothed or not. So I start walking my way over there, and then that's when I start seeing the booties, the man ass, all that man
Lord.
ass. And then I see the sign that says a newbie starts here or whatever. So I was shy, so I'm like, I literally set up shop like right in the.
No, you're talking.
I set up shop right in the beginning of the nude area, and then whatever I set up shop, and I just see like a bunch of old people. So I'm like, okay, like this is a bunch of old ass people, and then showing off their liver spots and shit, and then yeah, so I set up shop. I strip all at once.
Oh, hold up, because you got naked too, so you could be in the ambiance of the.
So
of the
everybody
nude
was
beach.
naked, and I'm like, okay, I just do it all in one straight motion, and it felt so awkward.
Serious question: did you have a nervous dick?
Yes. And then yeah, so I was a little bit shy at first. I just chilled on my table. I mean, on my towel, and then I started seeing different people. I see a young couple here and there. I see a gay couple.
Okay.
It's a lot of gay people.
Yeah.
And then eventually, after time passes by, I'm drinking my little Truly. I got my little bucket hat on. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah, you have to talk yourself to standing up.
Fucking leg cross the whole fucking time.
Yeah, I was. And then so I decided to finally get up and walk and do stuff. And I see two guys throwing the football, the old pigskin.
Oh Lord!
Just dick swinging and throwing
Jesus,
perfect
man.
spirals. So then I started walking around the beach. I tried to go into the water. Water slapped my shit.
The water?
The wave just...
The wave, right? Jesus Christ!
So I'm like, okay, that's a no-go. So then I started walking around. And the further I walk, the more crowds I see, and there's younger people. Like it's literally like a normal beach, like a normal lit beach.
Okay.
Where there's groups of people just drinking, young teenagers, not young teenagers, but young adults.
Yeah, it'd be a problem if it was a young teenager city.
And then the further you walk, the more you see these big crowds of people. And then I felt eyes on me, but I only got one person that approached me.
Someone approached you?
This is a gay guy. So I'm walking across the coast of the water.
Okay.
And all I hear is,
trying to pick up shells and such.
Congratulations.
all I hear is, how's it going? It's going good, man. How are you? It's like, good. All right.
Yeah, all right.
I just kept walking. And then, but you just feel all these eyes at first. It's a little overwhelming at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But the more time passes by, the more comfortable you feel. The more free. And there's even like friends, like they run into old friends and shit. He's like, hey, Billy, how's it going?
Hey.
And his wife's like right next to him, like titties out.
Oh my
I know that cock from anywhere. Hey, Tim.
He's like,
Let's shake
Timmy?
it.
So yeah, it was just like a whole different world. It's like a nudist type of like
Nudist commune?
It felt like a cult.
Like a nudist commune,
like
you had just
everybody knew
walked
each
into
other,
a all-over beach.
Everybody just felt comfortable with one another, and the more time I spent there, the more comfortable I got. And then I tried to keep my eyes on to myself.
Yeah, of course.
Every now and then, the dick comes into your vision on accident and shit.
Just your field of view. Were you alone? Did you go to the beach
I
by
went
yourself?
alone.
You went by yourself, okay.
Alone, yeah. And I got burnt in the most weird spots. Like I had like sunburn on my hips.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. But now I'm like all tan.
Yeah, you would be completely tan.
Yeah.
It's funny because you know how they have that saying of where the sun don't shine. It's shown there for you.
Yeah. And then Yeah, and then time passed by, and I
How
got more
long were you there
comfortable.
for?
I was there for like a good 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. So you enjoyed the
Yeah,
experience?
I'm probably gonna do it again this weekend.
Seriously?
Yeah,
You have to try to go with
it's a
somebody.
cult now.
Not with me, but somebody.
What you want to do? No, I can't go with anybody.
Dude, honestly, I got like remembering when I was smaller, like 13, 14 years old, right? We went to Hollover to not the nude part of the beach, like the regular part of the beach with my parents. And back then, I was actually able to swim like kind of far distances. So I was like, you know, fuck it, let me swim towards that direction and see what I find.
Yeah.
So I'm over there swimming until I get to a point and I look at the beach and all I see is dicks. And I was like, I've swam too far. So I decided.
Why do I feel like this?
So my stupid.
It's called homosexual, son.
I was like, I don't want to be looking at this. So I get out the water because I'm not going to swim back because it's too much of a distance. And then I just try to like look down, all like, all right, don't look at me. I'm not going to look at nobody. And then I just walked my ass back, but it was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, so I was set up kind of like where the border of where the nude area starts.
So you could just
and
jump back and forth between.
No, I never jump back and forth, but you can see the people looking over, like look at those crazy people. And then here just swinging.
Because that's the thing, man. There's like
Daddy,
there's no signs that tell you. There's no signs that tell you, hey, man, don't pass this barrier. Because I didn't see any signs. Because if they would have had that, I would have been like, all right, shit, it's time to head back. But they don't have that, so you can just wander into some fucking.
But I feel like this is a cult that I could get into.
You'd like to get into a noodles cult?
This one.
That one specifically.
Yeah.
Everyone was nice to each other.
Yeah. I didn't speak to anybody, but I was looking at all the other interaction, and it felt like so social. Like people were just talking to people.
All while being naked.
All while being naked.
Drinking their Trulies.
Yeah. Bunch of ugly hammerhead cocks and shit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, great.
I mean,
great
at least it's an experience that you have to have. Yeah.
So I got that on my bucket list, and I might go back.
What else like that do you have on your bucket list? Like crazy shit like that.
So basically, one of my bucket lists is to make it to over 3 minutes holding my breath underwater.
Underwater?
Yeah. So I have this random talent, like one of two things, to hold my breath for a very long time underwater. And then during the weekend, Edwin, he challenged me.
Mm-hmm. So Edwin
Martinez. Yeah.
Cool.
So it's like you dare you dare
yeah, like it's pretty known that Eddie's really good at doing that.
That's what I do.
It's very well known. Yeah,
It's all I got. It's all I got, and I do it well. And then he challenged me, and then we held our breath, and then there's a point where I'm always kind of how do you say, a little fearful of that water? One day I'm gonna meet my challenge.
Oh.
So every time somebody shows me how confident they are about holding their breath, I'm like, is this the guy that's gonna beat me today? Mm-hmm. And then when we go underwater, my confidence gets up when I'm underwater and stuff. And then once I hear them get up for air, I just like keep going just to show off. Cause I'm like, I want to show you how
about this? Do you look at them while you're underwater? Like when you're?
I have my eyes open, and if they're right next to me, I'll peep. But I can hear. I know the sound of it. So I hear the little woo. Yeah. I'm like, he's lost. I'm like, now I'm just competing against myself. And then we timed it. This is the first time I've been timed. Okay. In years. 2 minutes 5 seconds.
Dude, 2 minutes 5 seconds.
For real?
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yo.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. We got timing for real, nigga.
Yeah. I should be in the Coast Guard.
I would do that shit now, but like I don't think
people want to hear. Like go blue in the face for this episode.
But damn, bro, like when I've held my breath the most that I've ever done it was 1:35. So you can go 2:05 when that's like you chilling. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I'm not chilling, but that's as much as I could have gone. And then there's like a certain struggle towards the end. It's called drowning. And then once that goes away, and you kind of like there's a little like,
you accept that you might drown.
There's a numb feeling, and you can add another like 10 seconds after that.
I think it's called being brain dead. There's a lack of oxygen in your head.
That's probably why I'm not good at math.
Because we're trying to practice.
Unless all the pie solutions and stuff.
But I'll tell you what, man, no one can challenge you underwater.
No, Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. But yeah, though. So how was your weekend?
It was good, man. It was my dad's birthday. We went down to the Keys for a little bit. You know, just pretty chilling. Came back up. We had some chilies. It was
25.
Huh?
2 for 25.
No, I mean we went to the whole family. It was me, my dad, Haley, my sister, my aunt.
You ever go to Chili's with just Haley?
Huh?
You ever go to Chili's with just Haley?
Sometimes, not a lot.
They should do it 2 for 25.
We don't go there that much. Like if anything, we'll go there just to drink, like the margaritas.
I feel like the way you know the girl's the right one is if she accepts a 2 for 25.
I mean, yeah, that could be.
It's a little suspicious. He's hesitant in the voice.
You only go in there for drinks?
Yeah, I mean, like if I wanted to get food, I'd probably go to a different restaurant or
What's
something.
your appetizer?
You're not even.
What do you choose for appetizer?
The plate, the smokehouse combo, I like that with the ribs. The ribs, the brisket. It's pretty good. You can share it between two people.
It's not 2 for 25. I'll tell you that.
It really seems like you really like that 2 for 25.
You get two of those. That's like 30.
I mean, te resuelve, bro. Like if you're tight for cash, that shit te resuelve real
I
well.
could be a millionaire. It's 2 for 25.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Then you're not spending your money right as a millionaire.
But yeah, what's new? The NBA released their All NBA teams. So for the All NBA first team, it's Luka, Curry, Kawhi, Giannis, and Joker. So is there anybody you disagree with on that?
I do not. I actually think everyone's good.
Even Kawhi.
Even Kawhi, bro. I know he was hurt for a lot of the year, but damn, like what he's been doing in the playoffs.
That's irrelevant to the All NBA list.
I thought it was. I thought like some of it factored into the. It doesn't.
I feel like that might factor into the decision making of
It has to, bro.
biased people.
Like it would bias exactly.
Curry's All NBA first team and they didn't make the playoffs.
No. Well, but he balled out of the season.
He
Like
did
balled
he
the
did
fuck
make
out of the
that
season, bro.
late round.
And they were in the play-in tournament. They just got fucked by the Lakers, and then who else beat them out?
I think Memphis.
Memphis, right?
Yeah.
Memphis.
But yeah, I mean, would you put LeBron instead of Kawhi in the first team? Because that's the only real, that I would see like trying to put them in
Is
there.
that LeBron was hurt for a very long time as well. Maybe they're just lacking this year in forwards.
It really surprised me that Embiid made second.
You thought he was make first?
Considering that he was an MVP candidate.
Is that Joker won the MVP?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess there's always an argument that you could put Embiid instead of
because it's front court, back court is not the right position.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I would have. That is true. I would have put Joker and
Embiid, right?
Yes, over Giannis. Because Giannis, even those numbers are good, nobody's mentioning him in the MVP conversation this year.
I thought they were in the beginning of the season. Wasn't he like had some hype for that? Because he had like what 28, 11, and
but you could erase 4 or 5.
He had really good stats, but Joker he had better stats.
Yeah, he's getting triple doubles for centers.
Joker had like what 29, 12, or 11, and then like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Joker's just fucking balling out, man, with his scary ass brothers.
Luka,
his scary ass brothers. You saw the video?
Yeah, Luka's gonna lose.
Eddie, you saw the video with the scary ass brothers, Joker's brothers?
Oh my god, man.
The Russian man with the neck tat.
Oh my
god,
bro, Jesus.
They threaten you. Don't expect to wake up the next day.
I saw somebody say that we need to see the fight, like instead of watching Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall, we should see KD's bodyguard versus Jokic's brother.
KD's bodyguard.
The guy.
Yeah. And speaking of NBA's second team, Damian Lillard, Julius Randle, Chris Paul, Joel Embiid, and LeBron. So Chris Paul's old ass has made his way to the All-NBA's second team. Makes sense. He's having one of his better years. That he's had probably his best year out of his prime.
Yeah, I agree.
In his older years, and he's with the Phoenix Suns, who have the second best record in the league.
I would say LeBron this year had his worst year out of his prime. Because
that makes sense.
In my opinion, for his standards, right? No one's saying he had a bad year. But for LeBron's standards, he had a pretty bad year.
He's 36 years old, right?
Yeah, he's 36. They're both old as fuck. Chris Paul and LeBron are like 36 each.
So I think, and then LeBron even looks a little older in the face. His beard is white.
His beard is white, dude. It reminds me of Magic in the later years. I don't think it's that time. No, he's got like 2 more years.
Not time to retire, but it's time.
Come on now, no.
Slows down.
Listen. Yeah, he's got like 2 more years, right? So he's got like 2 more years in him. That's what I believe. Like he's still putting up more than 20 for 2 years, and then after those 2 years, you're gonna start seeing like what happened with Wade, where you started seeing like 19, then it was like 17, and it was like
shit. This is what happened eventually with everybody else, but obviously LeBron happened way later.
For sure, next year he's gonna take the back seat. Anthony Davis, he's gonna be the one who's gonna have to put on that cape and lead. Because LeBron, he can't do it no more. Those shoulders he said that he has, they're not gonna hold up no more.
They're a little softer.
Old ass man,
they're
fucking.
Not gonna hold up no more, man.
Go get
as much as I love it to see LeBron win another chip or 2.
It's like equivalent to watching your dad get knocked out.
I've never seen my dad get knocked out, but I would assume that's exactly the feeling.
Hopefully he stays out.
But and then the NBA third team, Rudy Gobert, Bradley Beal, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, and Kyrie.
Wait, let's go back to the second team one second, because I have a thought here. Damian Lillard, right? He's a very loyal guy. He's obviously like an MVP caliber player when he's on his shit. Do you think that he should be like, hey man, I want to get traded from Portland? I know he's really loyal. I know all that.
He's overly loyal, so I don't see him leaving. I see
Because they're not putting a team around them to win.
He won't leave unless the team gives up on him.
You think so?
Yeah. So let's say they trade away CJ McCollum, they trade away Melo, they trade away Nurkic. Then you see him trying to leave.
Well, bro, the thing is, as it is, do you think they have a championship team right now as it is?
No.
They don't, right?
No. They will need another superstar. Mm-hmm. Not a star, a superstar.
I agree. Someone like imagine, out of the blue, right? Let's say they get Zion or something.
Yeah.
And for them to have another superstar, they will have to sign somebody for agency. Because their trade value assets, they have nothing.
And who the fuck's on their bench? I don't know anybody on their bench.
Exactly. The guy, I think Gary Trent, yeah.
I think he starts sometimes.
I think he got traded.
Got traded?
Yeah.
He got for Norman Powell, remember? Norman Powell?
I guess that's what they got on his bench. He's all right. I mean, yeah. He's like Torrey Craig. Like, they're all right. You know, they'll give you like 10 points sometimes. Played for Denver. I think he plays for the Suns now.
Yeah, he averaged 19.
Who? Norman?
Yeah.
Damn.
Then never mind. Shut my ass up.
For real.
So NBA 13, Rudy Gobert, Bradley Beal, Jimmy, PG, and Kyrie. So Rudy Gobert needs to stop being every fucking list that exists in the NBA. They're forcing him to be like the next big like defensive superstar. That man's soft as hell. Little Frenchman.
Who was it that crossed him up the other day? He got crossed up nasty the other day by somebody. It was a guard.
He's a solid. He's a good center. Just a good center.
I think it might have been Kawhi. I think Kawhi crossed his ass up.
Bam Adebayo needs to be on that goddamn list.
I don't think he should be a third team at all, bro.
Who?
Adebayo.
What team do you think he should be on?
Like, I don't think he should be on any team.
Even on defense?
Oh, on defense? No, yeah, on defense he needs to be somewhere.
He's second on defense, right?
On defense he should be. I agree with that. Not all NBA, but he should be on the defense.
So is anybody there that you disagree that shouldn't be on there?
No, I think it's pretty solid, man. I was trying to think on earlier, like, to see if there was anybody in my head. I mean, Gobert seems kind of iffy to me, right?
I think Bradley Beal should be on NBA second team in front of Chris Paul. But he averaged over 30 a game.
I know he did, but remember how bad the Suns were last year? And then really, like, they got Crowder, yes.
It's not showing his value. It's just his individual performance.
I think it's like his leadership also had a big impact on him. That really put him where they needed to be.
That's what took him to the Western Conference.
But this is individual. This is not as a team. It's not an MVP where you
I guess, like, yeah, man, like, there's stats that you can, like, look at and be like, okay, this guy had 15 points, this guy had 7 assists, some shit like that. But what about the intangible value of just having a guy like that in your locker room? That's also a certain amount of value that's being added to having a player there.
He should be the MVP, though.
Oh, that guy, you put a guy anywhere, he's gonna change the culture.
PG, sure, why not? He just started balling out right now in the playoffs. Playoff P, formerly known as Pandemic P.
Yeah, he's balling out right now. I guess he was right. It was the bubble that was fucking with him.
Yeah, Kyrie, has he been healthy?
Yeah, he's been missing the games.
In the regular season,
you know how Kyrie is.
The playoffs.
You know how Kyrie is, man.
Regular season, yeah.
So
all three of them missed like a lot of games, but Kyrie missed the least out of the three, and he had like a lot of big games, and he kept them on top records.
Okay, sure. So what's the defensive team? Ben Simmons.
It just looks really weird that KD is not on any team. That's really weird to me.
Yeah, it's
I get that he was hurt,
he was absent.
I know, but it's just weird, bro.
I need this moment to say that Ben Simmons is a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Ben Simmons is a straight bitch.
Big time.
He averages like 15, 7, and 7 or some shit. He's averaging like LaMelo Ball stats.
Do you remember the time when he was being heralded as the next LeBron James?
The Fresh Prince.
The Fresh Prince.
They're calling him the Fresh Prince.
The Fresh Prince.
It's like, get your sorry ass her. That's why Kendall Jenner is with Devin Booker and not with Ben Simmons. She's with a real man.
She's with Devin Booker now?
She's with a real man. And Devin Booker has something that you can't teach, and that's called sauce. You saw him in the old school Chevy? Yeah. Like a Chevy. You can't teach that.
That was real nice.
It's like they don't have that in Australia. Ben Simmons is Australian. What kind of Aussie are you, though? Aussie. Where's your accent, man?
Mate.
Where's your damn accent?
Yeah. I mean, he sucks.
And they don't even have him in the game in the late game situations.
He's a liability, bro. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna foul him.
He can't shoot. And then people are saying, like he shut down Trae Young. He's 6'10", first of all, guarding a 6'1" player.
He shut down Trae Young?
That's what people said.
When the fuck did he shut down Trae Young?
Trae Young had like 18 assists.
Exactly. When the fuck did he, and like 25 points.
And then I think it was Meek Mill or somebody that said they put some pressure on him or like put some muscle on him. Like, what is Ben Simmons gonna do?
Like he could, if he put, I don't know, if he could like
People need to stop hyping that man up. Put him as a small forward like he deserves to be, and put Steph Curry as point guard, and he's just another motherfucker. 6'10". He's like the greatest rebounder of point guard. He's 6'10". Of course he is.
I mean, I can't argue against it. He really needs to develop a shot before he can be.
That's not happening.
You really don't think he can develop one?
He's made like 3 threes in the past, like his whole career.
You know what I think the problem is, bro? He shoots with his left hand, right? You've seen it? He's like ambidextrous and whatnot. That dude is right-handed. Like, I don't know if you've seen him play, like he actually play. And this dude's right-handed shooting with his left hand for no fucking reason. Besides, like, he just wants to do it.
And people were hyping him when he came into the league. The man is 24 years old. He missed like the first 2 years of his rookie year.
I didn't realize he was that old already.
And a bunch of shit. It's like, he's like the greatest thing. The man is like middle-aged already. He's already in his prime. He's already peaking. Of course he's great.
Damn.
Bro, his middle name is David, though.
Wasn't it like a joke that he was winning Rookie of the Year every single year for like 3 straight years?
The man's 33 years old winning Rookie of the Year. So what else happened? The boxing, YouTube versus TikTok.
There's been hella boxing recently.
Did you watch the YouTube versus TikTok?
I did. I saw the Bryce Hall versus Buddy. What was his name? Austin McBroom. Yeah, the guy that I saw him underneath the Palmetto Pass.
So sorry.
Yeah, I'm just over here, right? My truck doesn't have tints, right? The front doesn't have any tints. I'm just over here waiting for the light over on 154th. Anywhere from like Miami or Hialeah don't know what I'm talking about. 154th and the Palmetto. Right, so I'm underneath it. And I'm just chilling there, just waiting for my light. And then I see a Lambo truck, right? A chromed out Lambo truck with like 4 dudes inside. And I was like, holy shit, that's a nice car. And then the car that I see pull up behind the Lambo truck was Austin McBroom, right? Pulled up in a...
SUV?
No, he didn't pull up in it. He pulled up in a yellow Ferrari, like one of those nice Ferraris. Nice ass Ferrari. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, I know that motherfucker. That's the motherfucker from the thing.
Hey, it's family.
But I'm like so confused, right? And I'm just looking at him, and then he sees me looking at him, and then he looks at me like, "Why is this guy staring at me?" And I'm just like, "Is that the motherfucker?" And he sees me, and then he kind of gives me a look, like, "Why are you calling me a motherfucker?" And I'm just like, "Is that the guy?" And then my light turned on.
What if he was like a random Italian guy? Hey, what you looking at, buddy?
Hey, also, I felt like the guy was looking at me like, why is this guy looking at me so much? And I was like, I think you know who you are.
What's the gabagoo?
But yeah, he won his fight. He actually did pretty good against Bryce Hall.
He did surprisingly very well.
I think it's because I got him upset at that interpass, and that's why he took all his anger on Bryce Hall.
Yeah, Bryce Hall has little red tar arms.
Dude, that guy, Jesus, he fought horribly.
Yeah, he did. He like levered his head the whole fight.
Exactly.
And then what other fight was there? DDG whooped on Buddy, the TikToker.
Yeah, didn't Deji get fucked up?
Deji got fucked up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Shit. He showed up fat.
He showed up fat, huh?
Fat.
He pulled the Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, pretty much. He like the way he was talking in his videos, it just made it seem like he knew he was gonna win. It's like, buddy, you still need a whole training camp. You still need to get in shape.
Yeah.
He's fatty.
Goddamn
fatty.
But yeah, back to this Austin McBroom, man. He surprised me because he was like he was legitimately like, I'm not saying he was a skilled boxer, but he was like he looked good, right?
Yeah, good
like
form.
It
wasn't too crazy. Didn't just swing for the fences.
Kept hitting that left right in the guy's mouth. So.
And then Gibb fought. Remember Gibb? Anson Gibb?
Anson Gibb.
So he beat Taylor whatever. And then he beat him every round. So Taylor had really good form, and he was just defense the whole fight. But he was taking too much. Gibb was putting the pressure, and he didn't slow down. Like you would assume he'd gas out, but he never gassed out. And it was 4 or 5 rounds. And then so he won every round, and then there was a bunch of controversy because the judges they said that he won every round, and they're like, oh, the majority draw. And
majority draw. Huh?
They were like, what the fuck? And they interviewed Gibb, and he was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Taylor actually thought that he won, surprisingly. Everybody and their mom knows that Gibb won. And then a couple days passed, and I believe yesterday, the commissioner had sent out a letter saying they're overturning the decision, saying that it was a win.
Really?
And that he's like, this is embarrassing that this even happened. I have no other explanation other than the fact that it's just a human error. Damn. So he got his dub.
You guys were at the fight, right? Like you went to the fight?
We went to the Logan Paul Floyd.
Oh, you guys went to
that embarrassing card.
Cool.
Embarrassing ass card.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Cinco.
Shout out to Cinco. He did pretty good.
Got knocked on his ass.
Yeah, but he won the fight.
I almost had a flashback from the Masvidal fight. I was like, oh no, not again.
Yeah, man. Like if you would have taken out that one flash knockout, he won every single. Yeah. Yeah, so he's good.
And then the Logan Floyd was just terrible. Terrible, just terrible.
A lot of hugging, a lot of.
I mean, Logan is better than people anticipated. He didn't get knocked down or knocked
Then
out.
again, bro, doesn't he have like 6 inches on Floyd and
Probably
like
more.
40, 30 pounds?
Yeah, and he's like 20 years younger.
Yeah.
So, but he did seem good, but it's just a horrible fight. It's like, why would you take that? That's why like it was a charity fight or exhibition match, because the commissioner, they wouldn't allow that, they wouldn't sanction that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would he sanction that? And on the side, while all this was happening, somewhere across the world, Aaron Carter,
Mm-hmm.
and Lamar Odom are boxing.
Are you serious right now?
You know Aaron Carter, right? I want candy. Versus Lamar Odom.
That's just
He came in weighing like at 160, and Lamar Odom came in at 240.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I'm like, geez, and you know who was the ref?
Who?
Shaglada.
Shaglada was refereeing that fight.
Like we're living in a simulation.
It's a dream, dog.
We're living in a simulation. This is a bad dream.
Oh, damn.
But yeah. So the summer just started. How's your summer going?
It's going good. Just started like a few weeks ago. Already been to the beach like a few times. That was pretty nice.
Clothes Beach.
Huh?
The Clothes Beach.
Yeah, the clothes beach. I'm not on your level.
Coward.
I'm not on your level of indecency. But yeah, man, it's been good so far. You know, it's just been hot. Been really hot out there.
It has been very hot.
Like to the point where you get in your car and usually like I don't get burned when I go in my car. I'm going in my car that should be burning me.
Yeah. I've seen people melt away.
See people what?
You go on the bus stop and you just see like hobos start melting.
Jesus. Well,
I just threw $1 at them. And
yeah, it's a pretty good way to get rid of the homeless epidemic. Just put them on bus stops.
There was some guy that knocked on my window that was asking for money, but he was Asian. Not that made any decision in not giving him money, but he started bowing, and it threw me off. He bowed. So then when he bowed, I was confused, and I was like, I'm not giving this man my money. And he bowed again and walked away, and I felt bad.
I would have had to give him money if he bowed to me. It's kind of like, okay, man,
Yeah.
that's something new I've never seen someone do, and you deserve money for introducing it to my life.
So do you normally give homeless people money?
Not normally. I mean, it depends how like if a homeless man goes like really far out of their way to like ask me for money.
What do you want to do? A fucking flip?
No, dude. Like I'm saying, when let's say you're eating at a restaurant outside or something, and they come to your table, like come on, dude. Like we're trying to eat. But if they're just kind of like chilling there,
This guy's talking like he's Austin McBroom at fucking.
I mean,
at the sugar factory.
The fucking palmetto.
so no, you tell me.
He said, I'm meeting with my family right now, bro. Can you get your homelessness? Get out of my fucking face. You're bothering me.
They're telling me if you're eating right with your family and shit, you'd like a homeless man to come up to you,
Would I like it? No.
and you'd give him
But
your
if
money.
I just happen to have a loose dollar, I'll just give it to him.
Then you're part of the problem. You're
Am
part
I?
of the, yeah, you're part of the problem.
The question is, when you give a homeless man $1, do you sanitize afterwards?
Well, I'm not like shaking hands with the Medi. I just give him $1.
So you just walk around the rest of your day with bum fingers?
What the hell do? You fucking
You give it in like this.
yeah, you just give it to him. You hand it over.
And then I sanitize still. But
Yeah, I'm on that Michael Jordan shit, man. It's just like that guy. You ever heard the stories about him with homeless people? Like he'll take money out of their hats if he couldn't.
Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan is so cheap. You never heard those stories?
He snatched his Jordans?
Bro, what a hole, bro.
He's super cheap, bro. Like Scotty was saying, I think it was Scotty Pippen, yeah, that a homeless man, right? Like they asked him for money one day,
Uh-huh.
and Scotty Pippen was like, he was chilling, so they gave him some money, and then Michael was like, "Hey, what are you doing? Don't give him money. Tell him to get a job." And it's like Scotty was like, "Michael, he's homeless," and Michael was like, "No, he needs to get a job. He's stopped begging in the streets." And it's like,
Jordan's
yeah,
about to make him play a 1-on-1 for $1 and shit.
Jordan.
If he can score on me, I'll give him $1.
You think LeBron would do that to a homeless person?
LeBron would have been beer around homeless people.
Yeah.
LeBron would build a personal school, bro. What do you mean?
LeBron looked real good around the other rich people.
Yeah, LeBron's not like that.
Yeah, like that.
I don't think LeBron's that charitable as he makes
I
himself
feel like
seem.
most people that seem nice in Hollywood is because they're nice around other celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're around your average Joe, like they're assholes.
I don't think LeBron's that charitable as he makes himself seem. I think it's more like a image that you're saying, right?
You think so?
I think so.
He's still the greatest player ever of all time.
You think it's better than Jordan? I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest player of all time.
Here we go.
He's got everything.
Don't start with that.
He's got everything.
That old fuck.
That old fuck with the most points. 6. You only got 6 championships, right?
Mm-hmm.
6 MVPs. Played the longest.
The man
How many college championships he has?
It's like 3. No, like
3 or
3,
4.
bro.
He's one of the greatest college players ever.
Christ, man.
Like, if you're talking about greatest basketball player of all time, fuck the NBA, fuck everything, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Who do you have winning in a fight between him and Bill Russell right now?
And Bill Russell right now?
Yeah.
Alright, hold up.
Now Bill Russell's old as dirt, nigga.
You have Kareem. You think Kareem is like in Pilates and shit?
Kareem.
He looks pretty flexible
He
for
does
all
look like
day.
he would be doing that, like just stretching every single day and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But Russell
Yeah.
has like a 30-year-old wife.
Bill Russell's a 30-year-old wife. She's with him for the championship rings. It's got to be Jesus.
He put all 12 rings on that bitch.
Oh Lord.
Big old rings, nigga. Heavy old rings. Boy.
But yeah, summer. Summer's a very interesting time of the year. When you're in Miami, it's rainy. When it's supposed to be cold, it's sunny.
It's never supposed to be cold in the summer, already.
No, I'm saying it's. I mean, when it is supposed to be, because when it's supposed to be sunny right now.
Oh, okay.
But it's raining instead, and then in December when it's supposed to be cold, it's still hot.
Yeah, it's still
and hot. January, February, March when it's spring, that's when it gets cold.
You know what pisses me the fuck off, man? That in the spring months we have fall. Like the fucking leaves just start falling out of goddamn trees.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that? At least here it happens all the time. Like every single spring, all the fucking leaves start falling. It gets all over my damn car.
Do you have a fair winter story? Wait, what's your favorite season first of all?
Damn. I mean, we don't really get seasons down here. I would say winter.
You said not rainy.
Winter and summer.
I would say
dry.
Dry weather. Winter's nice, man. I mean, you get to travel places and see snow and do shit. I guess the summer is more like a beach type.
So
vibe.
what's the coldest weather you ever experienced?
Overall ever?
Yeah.
I think when I went to New York. Yeah, when I went to New York, it was like at 18 degrees.
Oof.
Yeah, it was fucking cold, man. It started raining at night, and the problem was that we didn't have winter clothing because it was our first time going to like any cold weather, like me and my family, any cold weather environment. We've never been to like a really cold weather place like that.
Not one sweater in your possession,
bro. We had like sweaters and shit, right? But not like cold clothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we were walking around Times Square and like I think it was like 10 at night, and it was fucking cold.
Nike slides and a UM shirt.
Yeah, G-shit. I was wearing like jeans or something and like a jacket, like a Nike hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fucking cold. We had to get inside a Chase Bank so we could warm up because it was unbearable. How about you? What's the coldest weather you've been in?
About 12 degrees in Chicago. That's when I first experienced snow. That was a few months ago. I know, like cold, snow is a ball of ice, but when you grab it, it's literally a ball of ice.
Literally, bro.
Did you throw it at him? I threw a snowball.
I also threw a snowball.
I threw a snowball at my cousin.
That shit threw me off, man, because you literally, when you pick it up, it's fucking cold as shit. It's a ball of ice.
It's burning your hand.
Yeah, I personally didn't see, like, after I had fucked with it and, like, thrown it at people and shit, I didn't see the allure of snow. It's kind of like, dude, it's just, like, it's shaved ice. But.
And, as far as summer, what's, something that sticks out to you that has happened in the summer before?
This summer specifically?
No, any summer.
Any summer. I mean, I tend to go on trips in the summer. I mean, we went on a cruise one time in St. Martin. That was real nice. Not much, man. Just the summer's like a nice time to go to the beach and stuff like that. Do you have anything crazy during the summer that happened to you?
The craziest thing I ever did in the summer,
just go to a nude beach and
that was this summer. I went to Nicaragua.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for like the second time of my life. As a teenager in high school. And then it was just such like a culture shock. Because that was the first time me going where I can actually remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just so much poverty and dirt road. And then I remember, so you know how slides, when you sit on a slide, it's this round type of shape.
On a slide, yeah?
Yes, for ass grip.
All right. They didn't realize they designed it for ass grip, but
yeah, I learned that the hard way. Because when I went on the slide over there, it was a fucking block, like a wooden block.
Dude, like a
wooden straight up like block.
Okay.
So
okay.
I noticed. I never thought about the shape of the slide being designed for ass grip.
Yeah.
But it all made sense to me when I started going high and there was no grip and it was just straight ass in the air.
Just straight up like an ass in the air.
Like straight like wood burn on your ass cheek.
Oh Lord. And
then I fell like really hard on my ass, right? And I thought that nobody saw me. I'm looking around to see if anybody saw me. Nobody saw me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go to meet up with my dad, and then I see this face, and he made like it just. I felt the generations, like the decades of like embarrassment. I felt like the avatars. You know how if you're going all the way back to the original Avatar. Yeah. That's how I felt like his shame. Like it just went back generations.
It just traveled back.
Yeah,
right?
it just
like retrospectively.
And then literally we were waiting in line to be called to go into a restaurant. So as soon as that happened, he gave me his look and he said, "We're going home." I was like, "But we're hungry." And literally, then it was canceled. It was canceled.
Yeah.
Nobody ate that night.
No one ate because you couldn't slide down the slide. Wow, your father's an extreme man, but a fair one.
But yeah, it was super fucking hot. And there was this guy that he was just drooling out his mouth on the side of the street. He was sitting on the sidewalk and just drooling.
Like,
And then
was he a
I
homeless
go
man?
I walk up to my father, and I was like, Papi, I'm like, what happened to that guy? He's like, you wanna know what happened? I'm like, yeah. He's like, he smoked marijuana one time. I was like,
Wait, your dad's reasoning for why the
Yeah.
guy was in his station in life because he was smoked marijuana one time,
marijuana. I was like,
and then he died from.
no, he was just there, like he had no soul, like he was just like wide eyed and foaming out the mouth.
Jeez, bro.
I was like, God, that's what marijuana does to you. But yeah, that's my story.
Yeah, that's I'm trying to think of a story here. I mean, when I went to Cuba, I guess that was like something I did during the summer. The first time I went to Cuba, and we saw a man run naked through the streets. Apparently, that's something people do over there. We were like at the main square in I think it's called it's where the cathedral is, right? I don't really remember the name of it, but it's like the Central Park, Parque something or Parque Sete, right from where I'm from, and the main cathedral's there. And some dude, bro, like I don't know why he did it, but he just ran up to the front of like the steps of like the building next to the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
He took off his clothes. He got naked, completely naked, and then everybody was like, "All right, well that man's just naked." And then the cops came, and they were like, "Hey man, you need to put your clothes on."
You think he was right for that?
Huh?
You think he was right for that?
What do you mean right for that?
For getting naked?
I don't think he should have. There were children there. I was like 12, but there was like children there, man. It's like,
was his naked body like engraved into your brain?
I'll put it to you like this: he was a very dark skinned man. That's what I remember. Like unnecessarily dark skinned. Unnecessarily.
Guess it. Could you draw it?
No, I couldn't draw it.
Was he like the color of this microphone?
Yeah.
How's that make
it was the color of the microphone.
So his cock.
So I get that man out of the cops came, right? They were like, "Hey man, put your clothes back on." And he pretended he started putting his clothes back on.
He's
and then
like,
no, but hold on.
I guess
to put it on, right? And then the crowd was like, "No, take it off. Take it off." And then
what crowd?
The fucking crowd that formed watching this naked man get.
Hey, you were saying he was wrong because there was children there, but yet there's a whole. Like,
well, the adults were the ones like were encouraging him, right? I don't think the children knew what the fuck was really happening.
Okay.
And he just, from the encouragement of the crowd, he got emboldened, and then he just took his clothes back off again, and then he got beat by the police and taken away.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was the craziest stories that I've seen like that during the summer. But that was when I was like 12 or something. When you were already like in high school when you went to.
Yeah.
Dude, how old were you that you couldn't figure out how to go down a slide?
It was a swing.
It was a swing? You said it was a slide.
No, I said it was a swing.
Well, that's a miscommunication. You fell from a swing then.
Yeah.
Huh.
Did I say slide?
You said slide.
I meant swing.
Huh. Well. Wow, how high were you when you fell from the slide though? Because now this changes things completely. That's a lot more dangerous.
Like I was about like 9-10 feet up.
Yeah, that's a lot more dangerous than you fall from there.
I remember being like,
holy fuck! I can just imagine.
I remember being like, this feels like a record.
Because I'm assuming right on your way forward, that's when you fall back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude, that's dangerous. And I was
wearing jeans. You know when you fall on your ass, or like you get when you hit the dirt with your jeans on, and you have like a green mark like the grass.
Yes.
That's like all over my ass.
Damn, bro. Yeah, you said slide. I was like, all right, that's not too bad. But if it's a swing, then I can see why your dad was embarrassed.
And then one thing I noticed when I was over there is that people don't mind like flies touching their food.
Yeah, that's weird, right? It's like a culture shock type thing.
Yeah,
because in Cuba they're the same.
You don't see these fucking 12 flies in your goddamn ganasa.
It's a lot of flies.
I'm over here swinging and chewing at the same time.
Yeah, because those flies are crazy. Like they don't care. They'll just go on your food you're eating. They just go on your food.
They're Nika flies.
Nika flies.
That means when they get close to your ears, they're like, "EI."
Yeah.
So instead of hearing bzzz, you hear yeah.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, I have a major uncle there too.
I don't think
you can. It's short.
What's his exact measurement?
He's 3'2". He's like a chunky dog.
He can't ride the Harry Potter rides.
I have a short man, a small man, uncle, a little person.
I didn't know that about you. That's a new fact I'm learning.
Yo, you need to bring him over here, dog.
He doesn't have a visa.
We'll have him smoke a cigar and tell us stories about Nicaragua.
He just, yeah, so I have this little man uncle. And then he just looks up to me and just like hugs me. I was like,
You mean like he hugs your knee? Because you're a pretty tall
that's
guy, Eddie.
hilarious. Like,
yeah.
that's hilarious. Like, that's hilarious.
I was like, I can't respect this man.
Stroke that nigga, I'll kick him off. Like, yo.
Hey, man.
Get off me, you child.
Whose child is this? Who's lost their child?
Who's lost their child? This damn Benjamin Button man.
Lord, bro.
And there's like diseased dogs. I had to see dogs walking, like running around the house, and they're just like flies in their eyes and shit.
Dude.
I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
I saw that when I went to Mexico. That's where I saw they have a lot of. I guess it's just a whole like
stray dogs,
like South and Central America thing, right?
I guess so. And they're keeping him in the house. I'm like, you better get this guy away from me. And then their neighbor's house looks like it's made out of plywood.
Plywood, right? Yeah. That's also common. They have like the sheet roof.
No, it just literally looked like somebody just. This is a home.
How good was the food though? I bet the food was really good. Besides the flies.
I mean, good, but after like the 80th time of eating carne asada, it's like
so really all they eat
to offer me. So then I went to the mall. It's called La Galeria with my family, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? It's at a Chinese restaurant there. I'm like, okay, I'm in the mood for some Chinese. I go in there, fried rice has carne asada in it. So what the fuck is this? I mean, I'm not Mr. Jackie Chan or anything, but this is not Chinese food. You get me?
It's not.
I'm not your expert.
Oh, Lord.
Like, oh my god, did you like this isn't Chinese food.
It's just more carne asada with a different look.
That's some Japanese shit, bro.
Oh fuck.
But yeah, like it's a huge culture shock.
So like yeah, man, when you travel, you start seeing shit like that. But like when I went to Spain, like these people, you know the prawns, they eat them shits, man. Like they're live. They cook them for like 5 minutes and they just pull them out and eat them, like with the guts and everything. I was like, man, I don't want to try that.
Do you feel prettier over there? What country were you mentioning?
Spain.
Do you feel like you're a good-looking guy in Spain?
I did. I'm not saying that the people there were ugly. I'm just saying that they didn't take care of themselves very well.
I'm gonna say over there in Nicaragua, I felt like Trey Songz.
You probably Trey Songz.
Oh yeah. I was feeling cute as hell. Everybody there was so ugly.
Were they short?
I love my people.
Were they short or tall?
They're short.
Short. So you were the tallest guy by like a while.
Yeah.
Okay. You could have been like the ruler if you would really wished.
Yeah, I could have built a civilization of my own.
Just off your height, yeah.
Yeah. And military connections.
Because your dad, right? He was a military man. Yeah. That's right.
So we could have shot some people. I saw a man get arrested over there.
Okay.
And you know how over here, sir, you're under arrest, throw you in the back of the car or whatever. Over here, they came in a white pickup truck with like 6 guys in the back. And they come to my uncle's store and they're like overlooking for this man. My uncle points, this guy's over there. He goes to get him. And the guy didn't resist and they just jumped him.
They just fucking jumped
him?
They
just jumped him and beat him with like nightsticks.
Oh, damn.
Just in case he thought about running. He's like, alright, I'll go with you guys. Shut up. Instead of beating his ass.
He's like, man, I'm giving up.
No. Stop resisting. He's like, sir, I'm not. And then they just threw him in the back of the truck. And that's literally how and then woo, 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 and they just drove him to jail like that.
Mom. No medical assistance, no nothing.
No medical assistance. They're just like, just in case you thought about escaping.
Would you go back to Nicaragua? Is that something you would like to do? No.
I'm used to being American poor. Not third world country.
Oddly enough, that makes a lot of sense because I wouldn't go back to Mexico.
It's too much poverty, man.
Or Cuba, for that matter. It is.
How come every other Cuban is like in Cuba? This and that. It's like
whenever they tell you that, take it with a grain of salt. Most of the time,
it's like you go back.
Because most of the times, it's not really true, man. I mean, it's a lot of problems over there.
Who's the greatest Cuban warrior ever? Scarface.
There's the no.
Scarface versus Jaguar Paul.
Jaguar Paul.
Because he's our people. He's mine.
His name is Paul.
I said Jaguar Paul.
Oh, Jaguar Paul.
Hey, Rudy Youngblood or something?
That's his real name.
That dude's so cool, dog.
That guy was pretty shifty guy.
Imagine you girls like, oh, I'm sorry, I've been seeing somebody else, and you're like, who? It's like Rudy fucking Youngblood. It's like, Jesus Christ. All right.
That's a strong name, dude.
Good luck with that.
That's like a wrestler name from WWE.
Rudy Youngblood. Sounds like a real life vampire.
You think so?
No.
It's like one of those True Blood vampires.
But
yeah, greatest Cuban warrior, I think it was probably like Maceo.
Think he got it versus Jaguar Paul?
Bro, he was like 6'7".
Jesus Christ.
He was at 6'7". He was built like this. He was a tank.
Good, never mind.
Yeah. He took 27 machete strikes. He didn't die. Yeah. Straight up.
It's on video.
It's a story. Oh, I don't have it on video.
Got no defense.
It's a story. They caught him just bam, 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 bam.
Wait, how many times?
27. Or
Right,
26. It wasn't
if you allow yourself to get stabbed 26 times, then you're not very smart.
Well,
just take one machete shot.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure after the third one, there's not much he could do after that.
After the first one's confusion and pain.
The second one.
You gotta look back and see what did that. The third one, you were already like, damn.
I've had enough.
Yeah. But yeah.
All we have is Ricardo Mayorga, and we have Jack Ruffalo.
Ricardo Mayorga was the dirty fighter, right?
Yeah. He's the one that called also the F word.
He called him what?
The F word.
What is that?
Fruit.
A goddamn Fruit Loop. But yeah, he used to smoke cigarettes right after his fights. And then he kept getting whooped, and then I started making him look bad, and he was the savior. He was like the hero of our country.
He's a hero of you guys' country.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a tough guy, right? Like he was just generally tough.
That's what he was known for. Professional.
He was known for, yeah. Professional tough guy.
Professional tough guy.
Not a lot of skill there though, but
no.
He could really just tough it out, couldn't he?
Just the will of the whole country keeping him alive.
What is Nicaragua known for besides Ricardo Mayorga and his toughness?
Carne asada, Ricardo Mayorga, and flor de caña.
Oh, dude, the rum, right?
Yeah.
No, I've never had it.
You never had it?
Is it good? But it's sweet. But it's real
strong
sweet.
As hell. That should put
really?
me in my ass at 16.
Well, you were 16 too, right? You didn't have a lot of experience.
But it's strong.
It's good.
It's strong.
It's sweet, right?
You could fill up a Tesla's gas tank like that. You know what I meant?
I get what you were trying to say.
Solar power.
Yeah, shit.
That shit could fuel a rocket to go to space.
Like Jeff Bezos' rocket. You saw his ass? This dude's trying to go to space July 20th.
Oh damn.
Because he's stepping down as CEO of Amazon. He's stepping down on I think like July 6th, and then 2 weeks later he's gonna start like devoting his entire time to his new company, Blue Origin.
Okay.
And they're like his whole thing is we're gonna start doing trips to space for people that can afford it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you don't stay up there for like days or anything like that, right? But you go up there for like 30 minutes, and then you're right back down.
You rather go to space or you rather go to the bottom of the ocean?
Take me to space. Blast me the fuck off.
Yeah, dog.
Space?
I'm not going down there.
Space is kind of cool, dog.
What's the bottom of the ocean?
No,
I guess the bottom of the ocean is more scary.
Oh, it's scary as fuck. I know what's in space. It's just a bunch of satellites and shit. I don't know what the fuck is at the bottom of the ocean.
So you rather see like the lost city of Atlantis and see like underwater people, like underwater humans, like a civilization, or would you rather meet aliens?
Aliens, for sure. Aliens.
I think both is equally scary though.
I think aliens is cooler because there's a chance that they have better technology, and that
Was the lost city of Atlantis? They had technology there too.
Yeah, but didn't they like drown because their technology wasn't enough to like prevent the earthquakes and shit?
But they didn't die.
So you're saying they're still alive, right?
I'm saying if they were.
In this hypothetical scenario, right? They are alive, and there's also aliens.
Yeah.
And you have enough money to fund one expedition to go find one of each. You're going down there and finding the Atlanteans?
Possibly.
Or you're gonna go see the aliens?
I would feel safer going underwater than
I don't get that, dude. The underwater.
I feel like they can't get up here. The aliens, they could wipe us out, but I feel like they can't get up here.
They couldn't breathe up
I
here?
feel more empowered if I go down there.
Yeah, but then you're not in your element.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, they're empowered as fuck because, they're in the water.
We do cartwheels and no fucking
Yeah, I'll fuck you up.
No effort.
They could dance better me in the water. But, yeah, I mean, what else is there to talk about? Is that it?
Shit. You ever flown, right? You ever flown west to east?
The fuck does that mean?
You know what west and east are?
I do, but I don't know.
Never eat soggy waffles.
The fuck is it?
No? North? Right, east?
I know my northwest is.
I don't know which one's which. I don't know what the fuck you just said. Never eat soggy waffles.
That's the acronym when you were in third grade. North, right? Never eat east soggy waffles. It's like
Never.
PEMDAS. You don't know what PEMDAS is either?
I know what PEMDAS is.
Really,
Please
dude?
excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
But you use that a lot.
PEMDAS from my Aunt Sally.
Your Aunt Sally? Does she do a lot of things that need excusing?
I don't have an Aunt Sally, but if I do, I bet she'd be
Good at math, huh?
a prostitute. I'm kidding.
But yeah, man. I was looking at that shit. It's weird because it's like Earth moves faster than planes can fly.
Really?
Yeah, like there's some crazy ass shit. It's like the way that planes fly now, like commercial flights, they have to
Mm-hmm.
fly either up, right, towards Alaska, or down towards whatever the fuck is down there, Antarctica, I guess. If they want to fly from west to east over long distances, because if they just tried like swimming from point A to point B over the equator, they would never get to the destination because the planet's literally moving away faster than they can actually follow the shit.
What?
Yeah, bro. The planet moves at like 1,000 miles an hour around the equator. Like jets, like planes, they can only fly at like 500, 600 miles an hour.
It's pretty fucking. Well, why isn't this talked about in the news, though?
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
People need to know about this.
That is crazy.
So they have to like fly up and do a bunch of shit. That's why you have so many connecting flights sometimes. Like if you want to go to India, you can't just be like, hey, I want to go to India right now. You
Mm-hmm.
have to go to like London or something and then fly to India.
What's your favorite space movie?
Star Wars.
God dang, that's easy.
Yeah, Star Wars, man.
It's a lot of space movies. There's a lot of lost in space movies. It's been like
Alien is
three of
pretty
them.
good too. Like the Alien franchise, I always liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And the Alien vs Predator stuff. What about you? What's your favorite?
My favorite space movie? It is probably Interstellar.
You know what's really
With Matthew
underrated?
McConaughey, right?
You know what movie like Armageddon? That was pretty kind of.
Oh, that's with Bruce Willis, right?
Yeah,
Bruce Willis.
Ben Affleck with that fucking all-star cast and shit. With like,
That is a pretty good movie.
Speaking of good movies, I finished a good one this weekend. Fight Club.
You've never seen Fight Club?
Never saw Fight Club.
What'd you think of it?
I don't think it's as good as people make it seem, but I do enjoy the second half of it a lot more than the first half.
The second half being when he's
So
already.
the movie is it's already older, so it's not much of a spoiler.
Yeah, yeah.
But basically, this guy has this boring, stressed out life and goes on a plane and meets Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're fucking Brad Pitt, and then he asks Brad Pitt, what do you do for a living? He's like, I make soap.
Mm-hmm.
And then so they get together and they have a drink, and then they get into a random fist fight. They're like, you want to just hit each other?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, okay.
Outside of the bar, right?
Outside of the bar, so they
yeah.
started punching each other, and people started enjoying this. And then people started joining in, and it became a thing where people would kind of like get away from their normal lives,
mm-hmm.
and like come and just release blow some stress and just start punching people and start hitting people, and it became like a cult almost.
Yeah, like the bare knuckle fighting league
yeah,
or
like
something.
Bare knuckle fighting. And then the main character, what's his name?
Edward Norton is the actor. Tyler Durden is the character's name. I think
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that's Brad Pitt, and then what's Ed Norton's name in that movie?
I don't know.
Whatever.
But Ed
Norton.
So he saw that Brad Pitt was kind of like planning too much and doing too much behind his back.
Yeah.
And it became this huge thing that
when they got the following too, right? Because they already had like a pretty big following.
They already had a cult living in their home.
Yeah.
And then the more time passes, and he realized that more things are happening, and then in the end of the movie, it turned out that Brad Pitt never existed. It was in his consciousness. Like Brad Pitt was just like the person that he always wanted to be, like a better looking guy that did this and did this better, was more free of a person. So all these memories that he had of him doing these crazy things was really him.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
some
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type shit.
But he did do it though, right? He did do all those things.
Yeah, he did do them himself.
But in his head, the whole movie was Brad Pitt that was doing all these bad things, and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And then in the end, things started adding up in a weird way, and he went in different states looking for him. And he's like, "Why can't I fucking find him?" And then he spoke to one of the guys, and he's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Hey, sir." And he's like, "It's you." And he's like, "What do you mean it's me?" And then he started adding things up, and he called the girl that he thought that Brad Pitt's been smashing, and he was like, "Hey, have we been having sex?" And he was like, "What do you mean? Of course we have." So he just started adding up all these different things, and it ended up being him, not Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is what he always wanted to be.
Yeah, so he was straight getting bitches, straight getting money, straight beating niggas' ass. He didn't even know.
Yep.
Yeah.
He thought it was somebody else doing all that.
He thought somebody else. Yeah.
Yo, he has a mental illness, bro.
Yeah.
He had some disassociation, man. Like he was just so disassociated from reality because Brad Pitt, like Eddie said, it was like the guy he always wanted to be, and then he felt like he wasn't that guy.
He wasn't sleeping.
No, was he sleeping?
He wasn't sleeping.
He wasn't sleeping.
He was having sleeping issues.
He wasn't sleeping, bro. That's right.
So he just went insane.
Yeah.
And then in the end of the movie, he finds out that he planned to bomb all these credit card buildings and destroy the debt of America, or like the people in that state. And then he was like,
I thought the movie was about fighting.
Yeah. It gets layered.
It gets way bigger. So he was like, so that wasn't him planning it was me. So he knows what's gonna happen, and then he has his own people trying to stop him. and he at the end he like it's just him and Brad Pitt and they're fighting. He's fighting this imaginary man.
Mhm.
You know how fuck he gets rid of him? He shoots himself in the fucking mouth, and he survives it.
See, because and let me ask you something, because I haven't seen that movie recently. I thought the shooting himself in the mouth was more like a metaphor. Does he actually shoot himself
Yeah,
in the
he
mouth
shoots himself.
physically
He
and
shoots him in
survives
the
the
mouth.
shit?
Yeah, you see like the bullet come out his neck,
Wow.
and he at the end he walks away. And he's like, I'm okay. And you see him like they're just taking him to the hospital or whatever the fuck. But he's not like in a like about to die
Wow.
type of state.
Yeah, I always thought it was more like a metaphor that he shot himself in the mouth, but I guess he really went through with
Yeah,
it well. But yeah, it's a great movie, right? Fight Club, good shit.
good movie.
What would you give it out of 10?
8.
8, right?
Yeah,
I agree. You think it's one of Brad Pitt's best movies, or like middle of the pack movies?
middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack.
He could be kind of distracting sometimes.
You're saying just because his good looks?
Yeah,
I get that.
I wouldn't get to be friends with him.
I would say that you didn't enjoy Troy then. You were been distracted the whole time.
I forgot the name of the movie watching. This man's just goddamn beautiful.
What movie is it? Achilles? It's called Achilles.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, man, we saw Demon Slayer. That was good too.
So we finally got George to watch the Demon Slayer movie. I took him to go.
Do we spoil? I mean, it's been a while. I guess like people.
It's been out for a couple months.
Yeah, should have watched it already by now. And I mean, it comes out in 20 seconds, so we'll talk about it.
I watched it over 3 times.
Rengoku is just that. There's no words for Rengoku. He's literally so badass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the what's it called, the plot twist, I guess, because that's what you would call it, right? The plot twist after they finally defeat the train motherfucker.
So this is the whole other half to the movie. In that last half, he just said motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
He just said motherfucker. I should take a minute to process in my head. I'm like, I hear motherfucker.
That's literally what I was saying to Austin McBroom in the car. I was like, this motherfucker?
Is this motherfucker? This motherfucker?
Goddamn motherfucker.
With an A?
But yeah, so that whole second half of the movie made the movie like the greatest anime movie of all time.
Yeah, agreed. After they defeat the train guy and then the third upper moon, right?
Yes.
He jumps in. Was it Akaza? His name Akaza, right? Bro, he comes in with his fucking cool ass design because his design was raw as fuck too, right?
Yes.
He comes in. He does his little power up. They has the music. Yo, the music, low key in that movie is so underrated. It's fucking fantastic.
But it's the greatest anime movie of all goddamn time.
And then the ending. You want to talk about the ending? Yeah, Akaza. I mean, Akaza was way too overpowered though.
Yeah.
I was like learning some shit. You know how we saw the movie and then he talks about he talks about that Rengoku. They tell him, Akaza tells him, hey, you're almost there, like at the top power level.
All you need to do is be a demon.
That's not true. What he was referring to was that there's like a mark that they get, right? Mm-hmm. That's very similar to the mark that Buddy has, that Tanjiro has. Mm-hmm. That kind of unlocks a secret power that all Demon Slayers have, that they can see like a transparent world. Mm-hmm. But and Rengoku was like really close to achieving that. The only other one that's achieved it was the Stone Pillar, and that's why he tells him that. But yeah, man.
But and Rengoku before he passed away, he said what makes life precious is the fact that you're able to die, and it makes everything much more meaningful. So that's a little lesson in there.
Yeah, the fact that it's very finite makes it
more
noble.
That's everything for today.
I think so too.
So we're gonna wrap it all up. Thank you for another episode of
Thank you, everyone.
This is episode 4 in the books. Hopefully this one's on video. Like, comment, subscribe, show love. If you're watching on your TV screen, take a picture, tag us. We want everybody to kind of comment what was your favorite part in the comment section. If you want us to address some things, talk about some things, random things you want to tell us.
Or give us topics too. Anything. If you guys want to talk to us, like if you guys want to talk about anything, just tell us, and then we'll go ahead and just talk about
Absolutely. And thank you. We love you all. It's another one.
Thanks, guys.